Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel! Ayan, super formal na naman tayo ngayon. Bakit? Dahil meron tayong certain event na pupuntahan which is HR panel. So part yun ng course namin. It's mandatory for us to attend. So yan, kaya tayo dapat formal daw yung attire and we will be graded kasi sa attendance namin. And since today is Friday yan, instead of me going to school ng 1 to 3 p.m., kailangan nating pumunta ng school ng maaga-aga. And gano'ng kaaga? So as usual, it's 8 a.m. So kaya ngayon, bangon na naman tayo ng maaga. Akala natin makakapahinga tayo mahaba. Well, kasi ngayon lang naman to, yung event na to, and kailangan talaga attendan. Kasi if you will not attend yan, it will reflect sa grades namin. So, yun, gagayak na lang din ako. Kailangan natin somehow mag-black shoes. Hindi na yung usual rubber shoes in commuting kasi ayoko na rin magdala ng black shoes while wearing the rubber shoes along the way. So, hindi naman mas no. Okay naman yung daan for the past weeks. So, I hope hindi tayo makahirapan kahit naka-black shoes tayo habang nagko-commute. So, yan, gayak muna tayo.
A few inches later.
Ayan, nandito naman tayo ngayon sa Buhay Station. So, different than yesterday. Kasi iba-iba talaga yung naaabutan kong bus. So, hindi consistent. And okay lang din kasi yung mga pinagbababaan, malalapit na sa train station talaga. Ayan. So, buti na lang hindi yun yung train ko. So, iba yan. Nakakahabol tayo sa next biyahe for Tuscany. Yan, waiting time. Hindi ko pa nakikita kung ilang minutes ako mag-aantay, pero manageable naman yung weather. Yan, antay tayo sa harap. Ayan, ito na pala agad. Tuscany. Sakay muna tayo. Hi guys! We are now here at SAIT. Yan, maaga-aga pa. Like 30 minutes before the HR panel activity namin. So, since naglalakad tayo ng mapagal-pagal, so we tend to appreciate the things around us. And isa to sa magandang view kapag pumapasok ako ng maaga. So, I wanna share this view to you. So, ito, overlooking yung downtown dito from SAIT. And yan o, ang ganda nung lights. And itong field nga pala, yung last time covered pa yan ng snow. But yan, natunaw na. And ito yung downtown. As I've mentioned before, yung downtown where I ride the train, it's 3 stops away from SAIT. So it looks like medyo malayo, pero 7 minutes away lang naman yan. Yan. So, nasa downtown kasi yung Buhay and then nakahiwalay ng konti itong SAIT. So, di ba ang ganda? So, if you want to work in downtown, ito yung paligid mo. Ayan. Di ba? Super refreshing. Dito kasi sa Canada yan, nagkakaroon ng daylight savings para, syempre, mas ma-preserve yung use ng sun kasi mas mabilis na nga maggabi during winter time. So yeah, balik na muna tayo sa ating area.
Several song-filled hours later.
So, welcome back. Ayan, nakauwi na tayo ngayon sa ating bahay. So, it's been a tiring day kasi ang haba ng oras natin na nasa school since before 8 for the event and then until 3 p.m. for our class. So, para rin alam nyo kung ano yung na-discuss sa aming HR panel event, no, i-share ko na rin sa inyo yung mga bits and pieces na mahalaga para makatulong din ito sa inyo, lalo na kung nagbabalak kayo magtrabaho dito sa Canada. Bakit? Kasi yung naging topic nila
ay kung paano ba gumawa ng resume. So another topic din na diniscuss dun is about interview process, how you will conduct yourself during interview. Pero yan, for purposes of this video, we will focus on the tips on making an effective resume here in Canada. So I have here my like notes or yung mga kodigo para mag-guide ko rin kayo sa kung ano yung mga tips na ibinigay sa amin kanina. So when we do kasi our resume, it has to be really effective. Dapat talaga makakatch yun ng attention ng human resource managers or employers kasi they select from a pool of a lot of applicants. It can be hundreds of applicants, 200s, ganyan. You have to stand out. So dapat talaga kahit 2 pages lang yan, dapat mag-stand out na yung document mo and para masabi na dapat ako ang piliin mo for this position, di ba? So, paano ba tayo gagawa ng effective resume? So, in making the resume, it differs ha. If you are in the Philippines, there's like a different standard and dito sa Canada, there's a different standard too. That's why I am making this video para rin magkaroon kayo ng idea paano ba yung Canadian way of making their resume. Kasi one of the major differences na doon, which I noted talaga at the very first instance, is that we don't use pictures here generally. Although, there's like an HR event also na I attended in Nordstrom. So, they allow a person or an applicant to put his or her picture on the resume. But as a rule talaga, for purposes of Canadian resume, so they don't allow or it's better not to put your picture in the resume. So ito yung mga tips, okay, na nakuha ko during our HR event. So I hope makatulong din to sa inyo when you draft your resume, whether you will be applying as a part-time worker kasi kasabay ng pagiging student nyo or full-time o kaya as a worker din, hindi kayo mag-student. So, it will be useful sa inyo. So, I hope makatulong itong mga tips na to. So, una is that when you make a resume, you should prepare this using a Microsoft Word. So, they don't recommend you using templated resume. So, it must be really personal daw. They encourage you making the resume more personal to you. And then the maximum length that they recommend is 2 pages. So they said that being an HR for like decades na, like 20, 30 years na silang nagiging HR, they select people from a lot of applicants. So they don't really read those lengthy resumes na 3 pages, 5 pages. So, kung full of wordings yung paper nila, sobrang dami, yan, tinatamad na rin daw sila magbasa. So, it's really recommended that the maximum length of your resume here in Canada should not exceed 2 pages. And then, so it must contain sufficient white space. So ano ba yung white space na tinatawag? Although sinasabi natin na maximum 2 pages, hindi naman ibig sabihin no na pupunuin mo ng words yung 2 pages. So I have here a sample na binigay ng professor. Yan, pakita ko na lang din para kasi makita nyo yung white space. So even it's 2 pages, hindi yan back to back ha, it's just a sample. You have to print it in 2 separate pages. Pero ito kasi, yan, makikita nyo, there's like lot of white spaces, hindi crumpled, yan, and nag-fit lang siya sa 2 pages. Yan. So, another tip is that yung font na gagamitin mo, it's professional font, and usually, it's Times New Roman and size 12. So, don't use like smaller fonts na hindi na mabasa and super clump na yung mga words. So, use font size na 12. And then, use professional looking bullets. So, hindi na nila nire-require na may essay pa dito na paragraph yung description mo sa, for example, sa job mo or sa work experience mo. So, a simple bullet will do yan to enumerate your skills and then enumerate your abilities and then your work experience. So, just like simple bullets, yan, it will already do. So, another important tip na binigay during the HR panel is that to write your resume in chronological order, meaning the latest and then down to the oldest. If it's on education, ano ba yung latest education mo? If it's your work experience, so state first muna yung latest work experience mo and down to the past experience. And then another tip is that when you relate to the education history, you can exclude your high school details if you have already completed college. So, di ba nga, since we just have limited number of pages, yan, we tend to exclude na the high school backgrounds, high school education if you have already graduated in college na rin. And then, in making your resume, you don't need to put an objective on top of the resume. So, because yung type ng resume na yun, it's functional, it's focused on the skills and functions of the job that you are looking for. But since the preferred type ng resume ng mga HR na nakasama natin kanina ay chronological, you don't need to put that objective type or functional way of writing the resume. And then, important din sa kanila dito is to add your volunteer history. That's why they are encouraging us to attend or volunteer in some activities because it can really appeal to some employers if you're doing this kind of volunteerism. And then you can also add professional affiliations. That's why we are also being encouraged to join associations na relating sa aming profession in the future. So even if nga ngayon we are just legal assistants, there are already associations that we can join, and that can already play a big role in the resume because it sparks an idea sa employer that even at this stage or at this point in time that we are just students, we are already participating or contributing in this kind of association. And then as to the interests and activities, yeah, you can put your activities or interests that can also spark interest or curiosity para sa employer mo, para din i-dig in ka or dun ka pwedeng i-interview later on. So another tip that they mention is that avoid I statements. So ibig sabihin, you should not focus on writing your resume with an I. So like, I was responsible for this kind of duty. Rather, try my duties involve like assisting clients or assisting customers. So yun yung kind of wording that they really prefer. And then ito, very important din ha, even if it's like minute detail. So even if we are making a 2-page resume and we know that this document refers to a resume, we don't add the title resume anymore. So dun tayo minsan nagkakamali, or marami rin tayo actually na encounter na gano'n. Meron pang curriculum vitae resume. So they don't recommend you putting anymore the title resume, just like this. So diretso na sa name, sample name, and then the details. And then when it comes to address, yan, you don't need to put the full address or complete address. It just simply the city that you are in and the province. Even nga yung postal address, not recommended, but you can put it if you want to. And then just put the phone number and an email. And then lastly, when we make the references part, so references, ito yung nasa last part of our second page na resume. So we don't put yet the references, yung names and the details and then the contact number or email address. We can simply put available upon request. So kapag na lang ni-request ng employer or ng HR manager yung references, that's the time that you will be providing the references. But yan, as a rule talaga, you don't put agad-agad yung references. And then finally, the last point that I wish to also share with you na shinare sa amin kanina is that you should print this resume on a good quality bond paper. You should not print it in a colored bond paper na blue, yellow, or pink. Yan yung mga diniscuss kanina. You should not print this in a scented bond paper just to impress the people in HR or your employer. Yan, so mas ano pa nga yun distract sa HR kasi rather than focus on the details indicated in resume, makaka-distract pa yun and just magfo-focus pa yun sa like external details like form of paper, like some scent of your paper. So don't do it. And then, yun, that's it. I think I have shared to you yung mga important points and important tips in writing your resume.
And yes, before nga pala natin i-end itong video na to, i-shoutout muna natin yung mga nagpapa-shoutout. So, mga ilang araw na rin itong hindi ko na shoutout. So, unahin natin si Rona Kabugaw. So, babasahin ko na lang yung mga nagpapa-shoutout dito. So, very inspiring from Saskatchewan. So, shoutout to Rona, Jopet, and Charles. And then, shoutout po kay Justin Punzalan. Yan, birthday niya ngayon. Ngayon ay kahapon. I'm sorry, yan. Happy birthday, Justin Punzalan. Lagi po ako nanonood sa vlog nyo. Yan, thank you, thank you. And then, shout out kay Amara Gajali Patarasa. So, from Saudi Arabia. So, thank you po sa pagiging solid viewer po ninyo sa amin ni Alwin. And then, shout out din kay Beatriz Javier and Vinice Tome. So, avid fan ka din po ng anak ko. Sana mapagbigyan nyo po. Ayan, thank you po sa inyong panonood. And then, shout out kay Glaze Jen Ward. Yan, nag-message sa page natin. And then, I hope wala akong na-miss ha. Kay Miang 28, hindi ko nakikita yung full name niya. Yan, shout out. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Joel Sumagi. Yan, and then kay Beaconsfield, Montreal, Paul. Yan, na 2 weeks pa lang sa Canada. So, I hope you are doing okay and adjusting very well dito sa Canada. So, thank you po sa mga nanonood and yan, sa mga sumusuporta sa aming channel. And yeah, I think hanggang dito na lang itong video na to. I hope may natutunan kayo sa aking vlog for today. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe na rin kayo sa aming channel if you have not yet subscribed. And click nyo na rin the notification button in order for you to get notified of our future uploads. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace!